case is for a female patient, 41 years old, with a history of cholecystectomy in June 2019, complicated by very tight mid-CBD stricture causing obstructive jaundice. ERCP was done in 10/2019 with CRE balloon dilatation 6 to 8 millimeters and insertion of plastic stent 7 French 11 centimeter. Patient is for insertion of a fully covered metallic stent.
Close. Okay. Hello everybody.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here with Professor Perez Miranda, Jimen, Emin, the anesthesiologist, and all the team. I'm using the Pentax duodenoscope. This is the case that you just saw, a young lady that had cholecystectomy. Can you put the terumo wire inside, please? And I just removed the 7 French stent, and we will try to do cholangiography just to see what is the situation, because this stricture was shown to be just on the level of the bile duct, and put the, okay.
Is it flashed with contrast?
Is it flashed? Okay, we are going with a wire now just above, and then we will inject some contrast just to see how is the situation and to understand better the type of the stricture. So approaching benign biliary strictures, it is very important to have a clean field. We remove the stent, and we can see there's at least 2 clips, metal clips, and then we will inject some contrast. Now Hemin is placing the fully covered wire. Yes. And then we will try to understand inside the anatomy of the bile ducts. You see how is the sphincterotomy? It's pretty.
So, Ivo, do you try to get the wire before you put any contrast in, or in benign stricture this is not as critical as in malignant stricture?
It's not so critical, but since it was very tough to pass the stricture, I just tried to pass it with the catheter, and that doesn't go. So I prefer to go deeply with the wire inside the liver and then to inject
from the liver.
From the liver, and to see how is the situation, because.
So you make sure you can drain.
Yes.
Where you have injected, because the wire is already there.
Yes. So and other thing very important is that since the stent is foreign body, it's always there's always some debris inside. So if we inject from down, we will push some debris inside the liver.
Okay.
Is it going? Is it going? But you need to flush inside, otherwise it will not go. Yeah, flush a little bit more, because we're using a fully hydrophilic wire. No, remove the wire and put water, a lot of water. Yes, and water on the wire, otherwise it won't go.
So this is the downside of the terumo. Unless it's very really flushed, it will not exhibit its properties of extreme hydrophilic.
Why I decided to use this wire, because together we saw the MRCP, and probably there is some other duct on the back from the right side, and it's better to be ready with the terumo wire.
Do we have the images of the MRCP? Do we have the images of the MRCP, or can somebody at least tell us what is the level of the stricture?
I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, we do. I don't know if you can see it.
Where is the level of the stricture? In the mid CBD?
Hilar. We think it is hilar, but it says in the report that it's on the bile duct. So now we'll see. You see, it should fly inside. If it stops, it's not good. Put a lot of water on your hand.
I think there was minimal sphincterotomy done before.
Sorry?
هو ممكن يحطها من غير ما يعمل. There was minimal papillotomy done before the previous procedure.
Yes, it is done. It is done. You can see here. It's not very large, but it's okay, I
It's
think.
minimal, yeah. Limited.
Okay. You're trying.
She's having.
Okay, go in. Push the wire. Okay, go, 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 deeply. So we
It's looping backwards.
could be also the cystic stump. Okay, you can inject some contrast from here now. Or you can try, because look, you should do like this, sorry. Rotate. It's really floppy. It doesn't go. Now we inject some contrast just to see the way.
So it appears we either are on the cystic duct stump
We'll see now.
or below a very tight stricture in the main duct.
Inject contrast. Yes.
But you need to.
We will inflate after.
We're going to put some contrast,
Yes. Inject.
outline the bile duct. Since the guide wire is not going, we see some air cholangiography.
Okay.
And the stricture looks really tight,
Okay.
despite.
Can you inflate a little bit, please? Okay, it's inflated already. Okay. Can we have one zoom? Sorry, I will try just a second. If we have one zoom of this on the screen of fluoroscopy, zoom, zoom.
Make it bigger. Zoom in. Make bigger the bile duct.
Okay, we are above.
We're into the left side of the intrahepatic.
Deflate the balloon. Okay, we're going in.
Are you? Now you see. Okay, it goes in easily, right?
Easily. So I will test now. Please inflate a little bit.
So
I want to see what is there on the left. Inflate a little bit. Okay.
Ivo is gonna calibrate the
It's
stricture
too
with
much.
an
Too
inflated.
much inflated. It's like this. Look, I'll show you. You look there, and then it should be. Okay, let's try it like this. It is
There's
too
minimal
much,
inflation.
Too much also now. Can you deflate more, please? Yeah.
This is a balloon
I just want to
inflated,
see if we can.
a balloon inflated
Yes, inflate the
way
balloon.
above the stricture
Yes, we
area.
are try-
Slowly, just a
Stop.
little. Stop.
Okay, that's good. I just
Good.
want to see if the inflated balloon can pass through. Okay, it passed. Push the wire, please. Push. Okay, I won't pass through the papilla. I don't want to traumatize. So, please inject some contrast. Now we will inject under pressure just to see. I think it's
Below the confluence, right?
below the confluence, yes. This should be type 1, no, should be type 2.
Yeah.
Bismuth and azotes, because it is less than 2 centimeters from the confluence. Okay. Inject. So we were discussing before. Inject contrast, please.
So you're going
If
to
we should
dilate.
place-
You're going to dilate first, and then.
If we place a fully covered metal stent, I think dilation is not necessary. If we place, okay, stop. If we place multiple plastic stents, then probably yes, but dilation with balloon is not always indicated in benign biliary strictures.
I understand,
Because
but
it
it
can
might be
be
difficult
more-
for you to pass the stent through the stricture if you don't dilate it a little bit.
Yes, if we are really good, I think we can place here also a fully covered stent. What do you think?
I think the distance between the lower end of the confluence and the upper margin of the stricture might be a little too short, so the stent will stay in a like triangle configuration towards the tip that
Yeah.
might favor migration. So I would be happier if I place first a plastic stent on one side, and then we can we can make the metal go to the left. I will place an 8.5 towards the right, across the confluence.
And then go with the
and
metal.
then go with the metal towards the left.
Without balloon dilation.
I would balloon dilate.
Okay.
I would balloon
Then
dilate minimum 6.
We leave the, can you deflate
حتى
here?
fully covered metal.
Then we'll, yes,
For
we'll,
one wire, we can fit the wire on the plastic and make it go parallel.
yes?
You prefer
We
to
can
make
place now
multiple
6 millimeter
elastic stent
hurricane.
or better
6
metallic stent?
millimeters, okay?
6 millimeter is okay. Yes, deflate. I would like to place a stiffer wire. Yes, deflate. No,
What
leave the
length
wire.
of metal stent you choose, or you will measure to estimate?
We will place both.
8 centimeter.
Plastic and metal.
I think
Okay,
9
now
will be better. 12 might
please,
be a little bit too long.
place-
You want a 12 or a 9?
We will measure.
9 is retracted. It's
12 could be okay. It's
Ivo,
Okay.
so your plan
Yes.
now is to insert a plastic stent in one direction or in the
and a
right
metal.
direction,
We will
then in
protect.
a metal one.
We will protect the right duct with a plastic stent,
8.5, 12.
and then we will place
8.5,
a metal across.
And you will do a balloon dilatation firstly,
Yes.
or you will go to
Do
the
you
plastic?
have the other wire?
Hurricane.
Yes.
Jag
Put
wire.
that, please.
Yeah, put some sailing
Stiffer.
in first. Is that sailing or contrast? Maybe.
You know why? Because the distance between the stricture and the confluence is really short. So I think the metal stent could migrate
Very easily.
very easily. The problem is if it migrates toward inside the liver.
No, it won't.
Or-
Usually migration is
Yes.
distal. This is different from transplant patients,
Yeah.
where there is more room above the
Yeah.
stricture. Anastomotic.
Okay, go, push.
She's
push.
there.
Okay, push. Okay, so
How long
I'm
after
pulling
the
back.
surgery did this develop? I mean, back to the history, this is 3 months, 4 months, 6 months after lap chole? Do we know?
exactly when surgery was done, in June,
So 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, so it's safe to dilate, I think, the stricture, because
Yeah, now
it
we'll
seems
dilate.
awfully tight to put 2 stents, one metal and one plastic, through that tight stricture.
Sorry?
It seems that it's going to be a little difficult to pass 2 stents through that very tight stricture without
I will dilate now with
Without
6
dilatation.
millimeter. Yeah, we will. We'll dilate it at balloon, please.
Amen.
What size of balloon dilation you will use?
6 millimeter.
It's a hurricane.
Sorry?
Biliary balloon dilator.
Okay.
No, hurricane.
Yes, hurricane is okay. So we usually
Yeah,
we
yeah, go.
treat
Oh, you
these
want to show?
cases with multiple plastic stents with progressive dilation. But we have very nice dilated bile duct there, so it won't be a problem also to place a metal stent across.
Okay. Can I help you? Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Let's
Excellent.
take. Okay, sorry. Yeah, the balloons come with so many things.
Go. It will come from there. It goes on 11 atmospheres.
Yes.
11
Keep going.
atmospheres.
Yeah. Keep.
Okay. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, balloon is going in,
So this is a short wire balloon.
and we're using a long jag wire.
Ivo, we have
Okay,
a
we're
question from the floor for you.
Please, when
Yeah.
can we use the Sohandra dilator compared with the balloon, which is expensive for us? Usually use Sohandra because the balloon
Sorry,
is expensive.
audio is really bad. Can
Sorry?
you repeat? Go. Dilate.
We're
Please,
waiting for them.
When
Okay.
can we use Sohandra dilator?
Soendra.
Yes.
Yes, also Soendra is a good option. With Soendra, I would have dilated up to 11.5
Okay. Because it's,
or at least 10. But it is very important not to do frequent dilations. So this is the second treatment for this lady, and we are going up to 6 millimeter very slowly.
Can we get the fluoro
Also
picture,
to avoid
please, not
perforation of the
endoscopy?
bile duct, because there is the clips there. I don't know if something is missing from
We need
of
the fluoro, please.
tree,
Fluoro
but
picture, not the endoscopy picture. Fluoro. Fluoro picture, yes.
Yeah. Do you see it now? I don't know if something is missing from the intrahepatic biliary tree, like the right posterior duct, but we really injected a lot of contrast, and we could not see anything. Yes, please inject. So now balloon is inflating. Okay, very slowly, slowly. Slowly go. One turn. Okay, stop. Give it time.
So you keep it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, or it doesn't really matter?
It really doesn't matter.
We do it for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Just because when you're not measuring time, it looks like you are forever. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.5,
We'll place-
12. 12?
Yeah, it's pretty long. I think the 9
Okay.
could be
Okay,
problematic.
I'll be sitting up in the intrahepatic.
It's
12
okay. It's
12
only for
centimeter.
protection.
Another
12
question from
centimeters.
the
Yeah, it's
floor
only for
to
protection.
Ivo.
Yes? Tell me?
Yeah, we're listening.
If we decided to put two stent,
You can deflate.
if we decided to put two stent in CBD, which side you prefer to insert first, right duct or left duct?
What was the question?
Can you repeat the question?
If we will insert two stent, right and left system,
Okay. Which will you
which
start
will
first,
we
right
will
or left?
start
Always-
to insert the right duct or left duct?
Push this, push this. I will always start from the left, because anatomically you have to, yes. Anatomically the left, now you see here the ducts are pretty straight in this patient, but anatomically the left is always more angulated and the right is more straight. So we always start from you have to push the wire and pull this.
So why
But now
not
we
to
are
deal-
inserting the stent in the right system. Okay?
Yes, but this is only for protection now.
No, the reason we start for the right side here is that the left side is more dilated,
Yeah.
and because we're planning asymmetrical stents, one plastic 8.5, one 10 millimeter fully covered,
Okay.
the plastic goes into the thinner duct, which in this case happens to be the right side. So we first put the plastic, because when you place plastic and metal side by side,
Can you center
you
pretty
cannot
down?
place the metal
Only
first
some down?
and then the plastic.
Can we
Because the
insert two
metal has to
wires
go to
from the
left.
start?
Okay, another argument is why not to just use two plastic stents, one on the right
Yes,
and
Yeah,
that-
one
that
on
that's
the
was-
a
left.
valid point.
So what's the argument
Yeah.
against that in this particular case, or is it just for the demonstration purpose?
Attention on the wire, please. That's
Do you want me to do the talking and you do the...
it's okay.
you
You
can
already
do
talk. That's also good. That is what I would do in first place.
Because
it's
one of the
a
concerns
valid
for
option.
one of the concerns for such a very tight stricture, I mean that barely allowed the passage of the guide wire, is to put two stents, one about at least 8.5 French probably, and then the other one is 10 French.
You need to
pass
give
through
traction
that
now.
Tight stricture is going to be
Look at the marker.
very difficult, in my opinion.
Can we insert two wires
Okay,
from
traction.
the start?
Traction. Pull. Can you give traction?
Yes. You do it?
Slowly. Okay, traction.
So we can put two wires, But as the stricture has been balloon dilated, it's benign. In this case, it's relatively easy to get a second wire alongside the first plastic
traction,
stent.
please, traction.
Okay,
More
thank,
traction,
thank
traction.
you very
pull.
much, Dr. Ivo,
And it'll probably save one exchange.
okay, thank you very much for
Because now we
your-
can use the same
Okay.
wire for parallel
Release,
cannulation
release.
of the left duct.
Release.